Welcome to Stampin' Peace with Mary Knabe. It's time for another Quick Tip Tuesday video. For this tip, I'll be using my Stampin' Cut Emboss Machine and an embossing folder. Whenever you're using embossing folders, it's always important to run your embossing folder through your Stampin' Cut and Emboss Machine fold first. So here's the opening of my folder and here's the fold. Since I'm using the Tasteful Textile 3D embossing folder, I'm using platforms 1 and 4 to make my sandwich. I've got the embossing folder laid down on the platform so that the fold end will be going through the machine first. And you can see by doing that, I get really nice texture and embossing on my cardstock, and my embossing folder is still like new. Now you're probably wondering, why am I showing you this? Well, let me show you the result of what happens when you don't put the fold end of your embossing folder through the machine first. You can end up tearing, can you see that? You can end up tearing your embossing folder at the fold. This is what happened to me when I was in a rush and not paying attention and did not put the folded end of my embossing folder through the machine first. Yes, I know to do it that way, but sometimes you catch yourself, like me, in a hurry, and we miss that important tip. And then you might say, well, Mary, it's still kind of together. It's still hanging on. It's not cut all the way across. But let me show you what happens. Without that fold, we just do not get the same nice embossed impression that we get on a good embossing folder with that clean fold in it. So once again, I'm using 1 and 4 for my sandwich. I have my cardstock in my embossing folder, and I'm putting that fold in first. Now keep in mind, this is the embossing folder that broke at the fold when I put it through the wrong way. But if you notice when I pull this out, it's not horrible, but it certainly does not give the same good impression that I got on that first embossing folder, my new embossing folder. So that's your tip for today, Tuesday. When using embossing folders, always make sure that the folded end of your embossing folder gets run through the machine first. I hope you found this tip helpful and that you will share it with your other crafting friends. Have a great day.